worked on over the holidays, which was really sweet and awesome of everybody, including you guys coming out and getting wacky costumes.
That was so much fun.
That was a fun day. But yeah, that's just a taste of what's to come. Not just the additional first programming I mentioned, not just the new podcasts I mentioned, but there's just a ton of shit coming out in 2020.
The Royal Protector?
It is my goal to keep you guys so goddamn entertained
Duke of
from Rooster Teeth that you lose all your jobs and fail out of school.
We're also talking about doing more stuff on RTTV as well.
We've got some great ideas for RTTV in 2020.
Which is the
I got a hell yeah from Eric back there. He's very excited about one more. Was it the soundboard?
Yeah.
Or the real one. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Same thing. It wasn't a soundboard. Because Eric is going to be heavily involved with one.
One of the things that they showed in the hype reel, which is mind-blowing to me, is that it's going to be the 10th RTX.
I spent so many
Not only is
nights
it the
in
10th
here after the
RTX this year, but tickets are on sale this week.
Yeah.
Right?
I have
Like,
a
I think
First
Anton
Plus
Sokolov
is available
today.
But by the end of the week on Friday, tickets will be available to everyone.
Yeah, I think it goes first on Wednesday and then full public on Friday.
Oh, there it is. It's on the screen.
Yeah, there you
Weekend badges
go.
on sale Friday.
A weekend badges on sale Friday. And I don't know the particulars, but I'm pretty sure that we actually lowered the price of weekend badges in
Until I
2020.
understand
So it's actually
this,
a little cheaper
I
to get
have to
RTX
go
this
into
year than it was
hiding.
last year if you buy a weekend
I
badge.
should make my way to the
So,
That's
docks.
going to be the best one yet. So, like,
It is
this
definitely
one-
going to be the
Gotta get out
10th
of
one.
Dunwall.
Yeah.
The 10th most RTX.
Yeah.
Guys, come see the show live, please.
Oh, you can watch the podcast live.
Eric
Oh,
says,
yeah.
come see the show live. Also, we've got something, because it's the 10th one, I say
away.
we, because I'm not
I
a
should
member
talk
of
to
them
the
anymore,
captain of
but
that ship.
Achievement Hunter has something very, very, very cool, very special thing for RTX this year. And I'm really jazzed.
That sounds
Like a super
ominous.
secret, ominous thing.
What am I?
Well, we do too. Right, Gus?
Yeah.
Lady Emily.
Yes.
Because we
I'm
are
ready.
planning the show again. Nope.
Anyway,
How much money?
No.
How much money would someone have?
No.
There's no amount?
God.
What, okay, what if you had to plan your own side event, like just a GusCon that happens simultaneously?
Ooh.
Ooh.
I think he'd pay money to do
Could I
that.
take the ticket revenue?
You cannot.
I do. Here's the thing, Gus.
Am I still
kinda
aboard
miss
Megan's
planning
ship?
it.
Oh.
I had a
Feels
lot of fun doing it.
odd.
But you can't hire a Chinese person
I
to
can
plan
feel
it for you.
something moving closer.
They're gonna hire them to play me. It's a
half
lot of
black,
it's a lot
half
of work.
Korean.
It's a lot of work, but it was
I've heard
also
that
like
before.
the most, I think, probably like the most rewarding thing I ever did with research.
RTX?
Yeah.
Like I'm
Just
standing
like
at
to
the edge
work
of
so hard on something all
something.
year and then have everyone just show up and have such a good time.
I just felt so bad for you guys. Though. Like the weeks leading up to it,
stories.
was so
They're true.
just unhappy
I found
and stressed.
a picture of myself from, I think it was RTX 2015 or 2014,
What
where
is
I had
that?
been like working overnight on something, and I went into the
familiar.
bathroom and my eyes were literally red.
All the white.
All the white was red. Ooh, that's probably not good. Yikes.
That's like do you remember Nathan and David's movie Goliath
Oh yeah.
that they filmed way back in the day? I don't know if you remember, but Nathan had to be, I think he was like, in the movie he had been to prison and he had to have a mugshot. And so he got home from doing RVB season 5 production. He'd been up for like 72 hours, and he got David to take a photo of him. And he looks like a different human. He just like his face is all puffy and red, and he looks like a mugshot. Very terrifying.
Those were some long days back then.
Those were long days. That was where Gavin fell asleep standing up in the sound booth.
Oh yeah.
It was the walls were so soft. I think I was just slightly less than asleep. I think I was just in a trance.
That was the day I said, that's
We'll
it.
take the
Gavin and I
skiff
have
to
to go
the
home and
shore
get a
when
couple
you're
hours of sleep. We're too exhausted. And we left, and Gavin had to keep waking me up on the ride home because I'd keep nodding off. He'd be like, you're asleep again. And I'd be like, oh.
Like every stop sign, I'd be like,
Ready for me
and
to
we
drop
can go
you
again.
at the docks.
This is dangerous.
Let's go see the
Jesus.
streets where my
That was
father
rough.
grew
Those
up.
early days, man.
Off we
And
go
then you
then.
just ran over that woman.
It
It
won't
didn't seem
do to be
notice.
recognized.
Just plowed right over her.
You never talked about that, really.
And then we just carried on. But you were asleep. You missed it. It was fine though.
We weren't going to talk about that. Anyway, but yeah, if I know it's hard to have the money to go to RTX every year and to make that journey, but I will say, if you're gonna make an RTX, I think the 10th one is the one to make. We got
Absolutely.
a lot of cool stuff planned because it's it's our 10-year anniversary, and
We love numbers here.
we're super into the number X. Yeah,
I'm still disappointed we couldn't call it RTXX.
I know.
not?
I know.
I don't know. I think it was too confusing or something like that. But
That's awesome.
Just make the X bigger.
Whatever happened to double X? Like, you've got X-rated movies and triple X-rated movies.
Well, what's
But is there a double X?
so it's the like, correct me if I'm wrong. X is like nudity and pretend fucking. Triple X is actual fucking, right?
Yeah.
So what's between them?
Wait,
Your
X
dick.
is pretend?
No, it is, right?
But like an X-rated movie could have real boning.
I guess it could.
Could
like
it?
a Brown Bunny type thing, or
It's a brown bunny.
That was a Vincent Gallo movie where Chloe Sevigny sucked a dick and she killed her career. She got dropped by her agents and she couldn't work again for
Usually
like 10
that's
years.
what makes your career.
It depends what part of
She
your
went back
career.
to
Kidding,
Yeah.
it was a bad joke.
Don't worry, Harvey Weinstein's gone.
Or like Nymphomaniac, right? Or well, like one of those movies that has real sex in it.
I don't know. So what is the difference between 1 and 3 X's?
I don't know.
What?
But we don't.
is
But where's
the
2X?
differ- Well, okay, well, we need to figure out what the 1 and the 3 are.
Okay.
So we figure out what's between them.
Okay.
What is the difference?
I would imagine one's softcore, one's hardcore.
What's softcore again? Just like
Just like
not showing.
Make those
the-
movies
not
jacked in.
not showing insertion. Maybe.
X-rated was applied to a film that contained content judged unsuitable for children, such as extreme violence, strongly implied sex, and graphic language.
Wait, so you can get X-rated on violence and language?
Yeah, like Urban Cowboy
Yeah.
was an X-rated movie.
But I feel like your NC-17 is so rare.
X predates NC-17.
Oh,
What's going on?
Then triple X rating means hardcore. Double X rating is for simulation.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, someone in the booth said like the Matrix.
That was there.
Was it Eric?
How does the sound work?
Oh, Jesus.
Hopefully the secret to your first
never mind,
serum
I'm
passed
closing
with
this.
you,
That was
Dr.
the worst.
Patricia.
If you take the red pill and your erection lasts longer than
That's
4
the
hours, call a doctor.
That's so funny.
Thank you.
That really was.
Every now and
That
then.
was so clever.
Should we just end the podcast? That's it. Yeah. End on a high note. Good night. This episode of the Review Podcast
miss
is brought to you
being
by Honey,
drawn.
the easiest way to save money when you're shopping online. You know that Honey is the free online shopping tool that automatically finds the best promo codes and applies them to your cart.
Yes.
And you know how great
Let's
it
get
feels
back
to
to the
save,
ship.
but how does it feel to save with Honey? Saving with Honey feels like sliding into a seat on a train just before the doors close, hitting every green light on your commute, or finishing up this podcast episode right as you walk into work. I like Honey because it's saving me money by proxy. My wife uses it all the time, no matter where she's shopping online. I like how easy it is to get set up and how useful it is across the board. Honey supports over 30,000 stores online like Target and Best Buy. They're adding new stores every day. Honey has over 18 million users that have saved more than $2 billion. $2 billion saved for free. And that's why it has over 100,000 5-star reviews on Google Chrome Store. Using Honey feels pretty great, even at the little
Just
daily
want
victory.
it. It's time
Plus,
to
it's
go
free to
get
use,
some.
installs in just a few seconds. Get Honey for free at joinhoney.com/rooster. That's joinhoney.com/rooster. Thanks to Honey
Ready.
for sponsoring this
Alright.
episode of the
Let's
Rooster
get underway.
Podcast.
Anyway, I wanted to show that hype video and wanted to talk about some of the stuff we got coming out in 2020 because I'm really, really excited. A lot of hard work been going on behind the scenes for the last 6 months or so, trying to get a lot of this stuff ready to be seen by the viewers, and that's my piece. Now I'll just talk about
Nice
I can talk
piece.
about my butt, talk about my Toto toilet.
What happened?
Mike is telling me that none of what I read is true.
Did you get a bidet?
Yeah, I did.
how is it?
Life changing, right?
It's life changing.
Is it one that sits on top of the toilet?
Yes.
Or, okay.
It's a Toto one. It's called the Bidet S350 or something, 350S.
So it wasn't like the $13,000 near rest one?
No, but it's not cheap.
This
it
is just
was,
the
it
toilet,
was,
like the replacement of the toilet seat, right?
Yeah, you take the toilet seat off, or French press roller, and they put it on. It has a heated seat. It has electrolyzed water that mists to keep the bowl clean and sanitary. Then it has the alien mouth that comes out, and then it shoots oscillating or pulsating water that you can control the temperature at your butthole or
And
your
the
biffy
direction.
if you're a girl, and the direction, and the frequency, and the strength,
That's double
and the
X.
temperature. That's it right there.
Dude, can I
I don't
come
know
over?
if I love the word biffy.
Can I
And,
come over and film that in slow-mo? That looks awesome.
It looks like Alien opening his mouth every time it comes out.
So have you ever sat on it but set it to Biffy
You can
and
see
see where it hits?
Jindash's
It hits the
mansion
bottom
from
of your
here.
ball.
Yes.
Yes. But it's great because you can control like the temperature of the water.
Does it have air
The
too?
temperature. It has air. You can control the temperature of the heat of the air
Hell
when
yeah.
it dries your butthole.
Sounds like it's super energy efficient.
So does that mean you avoid
The
wiping,
mansion
but you
had
still wipe?
this strange
I
beauty
still
to it.
wipe at the end just to like it's like a safety check.
Is it constantly keeping the seat warm even if no one's on it? This sounds horrible.
I think you can
it's
control that.
very like minimal.
Does
heat.
it open when you
It
walk
also,
up to it?
yeah, it's motion detected. So when I open the door, it opens and
Does it say, hello, Jeff, please deposit your specimen here?
Hello, Daddy. Yeah.
So you do that, and you get a squatty potty in there. Best shit of your life,
Yeah.
guaranteed.
I need to get a squatty potty.
Guaranteed.
How do you throw up in one of those? Is it just normal? Like
You
won't-
say,
All
toilet,
right,
vomit
I
mode.
need to
And it
eliminate
just, like,
Jindosh
doesn't
and
do anything.
find tonsil.
I
Hit you in the face.
Stick you with electric water and
Instead of the
alien
water
mouth
coming
shoots
out,
in your
Build
bit.
something like
it's
this.
just a pole that comes out, so it
Why?
gags you.
You know what? I don't throw up anymore now that I'm on a drug. I hope I don't find out.
You could get food poisoning.
I could. Yeah. Oh.
Or really bad
Jindosh.
migraine.
Or you're not like shoving dog tags up your nose anymore.
Oh. I won't do that again.
Dude, when I just walked into your bathroom and saw that sink full of vomit,
I threw up so much it clogged the sink, and then I just had a sink full of vomit.
so incredibly blown away that you snuck off while I was
Goodbye, Grand
filming
Inventor.
and didn't let me film that. You just disappeared and came back with it through your nose and the sink was full of vomit.
One time when I lived with Jeff at his old house,
Show yourself.
I got food poisoning. We had gone to the movies. We saw Bruce Almighty in the theater.
Good movie.
Nice. Good
Down
movie.
at the Metropolitan. And I don't know if I ate something earlier that day or what, but we got back to your house, and I started feeling sick. You know, like I started to lay down and sleep it off. And then it was that thing where you wake up and you realize, like, now you gotta let it out. And I got up, and I was running to the bathroom, and I started vomiting, and I like tried to put my hand up against my mouth to keep it from coming out,
Been there.
but it just increased the pressure, and it just like shot out in little jets, like in every direction, like on me, and then up on the walls and on the ceiling.
That's why I sold it.
So it's like, I vomited, I felt better, then I turned around, and it's like, oh, now I need to clean the entire bathroom.
Like that
It
scene
is
from
The
Dumb and
space
Dumber.
behind the
Yeah,
walls.
There's
cake
shit everywhere.
everywhere.
I had the same thing where I ran, I sprayed, I got the rest of it out, and I turned around, and you just have to take in the mess you make. You have to
Yeah.
stand there for 5 to 10 seconds and be like, where do I start with this? Down here, I
You
guess.
start from the
Yeah.
start from the top and work
Oh,
your
yeah.
way down. Don't start from the bottom. I can tell you from experience.
Yeah, because you're just gotta clean that again.
Right, you're just gonna be cleaning that over and over.
Yuck.
Fucking mess.
But I have a bidet as well, or had a bidet.
Man, I gotta
Mine broke.
Did it really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's gotta be heartbreaking.
It wasn't the Toto. It was a different brand.
My,
but
Michael bought a different brand over the weekend too.
the little thing that comes out, the alien tongue, it like was stuck, so it wouldn't go back in or come out anymore. So anytime you would open it, it would just go, and it would just like be trying to do something, and it wouldn't spray any water or anything
Wait,
like
so it's
that.
stuck out or in?
In the middle.
So you like take a dump from the end of it instead?
No, I just stopped using that.
I wonder about that. Like, will I accidentally poop on the alien mouth?
Oh, like if you
On the
realize-
nozzle? But it is not even come close,
You
to my
don't,
knowledge.
you don't shit as far back as you think you do.
I really don't, I guess.
Yeah.
It retracts it. No.
It is. I'll tell you what though, I didn't realize how bad my butt felt
You did.
until my
Let's go
butt
then.
started to feel good. You know.
Maybe you need one of these, Gavin. You don't clean your asshole.
I clean it good. I just don't use the traditional methods.
You just
How do you
karate
clean your
chops.
butthole?
I just use this part of my hand instead of my fingers. Because all these guys finger their arseholes to get it
I
clean.
don't know what the hell you're talking about.
So I need to
You
see
don't
this.
literally fucking stick your finger
I'm not sticking
in
my
your
finger
ass.
up my butt
You
to
just
clean
use
it.
your hand to
Okay,
wash.
Gus,
Do you
let-
karate chop your ass?
Yeah, let
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
Hey, hey,
okay, Gus, this is your anus. Clean it. Oh, so you
The
palm?
void,
That's just going over the
but
top. You know,
somehow different
I
this
need to
time.
clean the inside of my butthole,
that's
dude.
what I was
What do
saying.
you-
But Bernie was saying that he gets all his fingers in there. And he's
You don't need to do that if you shoot hot water up
Am I
it.
I
dreaming?
know. I agree.
So,
If not,
so you're sitting on the
how is
toilet,
Delilah
reach
doing
over
this?
and like, how do you wipe? You just lean over and wipe?
But we were talking about in the shower. Why we're wiping?
In the shower, he karate chops his butt.
Oh,
In the
with,
shower.
with the toilet paper, I just wipe like a normal human.
okay.
But when I'm in the shower and I want to clean my asshole, I'm not delving in with my fingers.
Do you not use wet
I do.
dry?
I feel like if it's a bad one, but usually I feel like it's bad to flush it.
Well, supposedly the ones I have are flushable.
Yeah,
I think
there's
I remember
in
that
reality,
being-
none of them
I
are.
think it's just a load of bullshit.
So-
Clogs the tank.
Going back to an earlier conversation, I got clarification here.
Okay.
The X rating was originally created by the MPAA for adult movies, which covered everything from violence to actual sex. The MPAA failed to copyright the X rating, so the adult movie industry took it on as a way to prove they were hardcore. Eventually adding another X, even more hardcore, and then they said, fuck it, let's go big and make it triple X. The MPAA changed the X rating to NC-17 so they could have adult content. So X and triple X are not actual MPAA ratings because they weren't copyrighted.
Oh.
Adult industry took them.
It's hard to know whether my dear old aunt is telling the truth or not.
The more you know.
So, thank you, Mike.
I feel better now.
Yeah, there you go.
Back to your butt cleaning.
I was trying to save you, Gavin.
It's been done. It's been done. It's been discussed.
Do you ever just like stretch out your cheeks?
I thought you were going a different way with that.
Like a breeze?
No, it's like to get the water in there. Like if you stretch out your cheeks
Yeah.
and let the
Oh,
water
in the
in.
shower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That gets it pretty good.
So I
That's all I wanted to say. That's
undertook
all I wanted to add to that
a
comment.
very lengthy project in 2019. I tried to go through, and for the entire year, I measured every mile I drove in my car and every bit of energy,
We'll take the
every bit
skiff.
of electricity it took.
I don't want to bring the
charge my car
dreadful
at
whale
home.
any
Did you
closer than we
start
have
this
to.
at the beginning of
There is a
2019?
small
I started
dock
this
in
at
Southern
the
Gardens,
end of
close to the
2018.
conservatory.
This is why I like you. You
That's
do
as
stuff
far
that
as I can
is
take you.
interesting, but
Ready to
it's
go?
so boring, and I would
Yes.
never want to
Let's
do
go.
myself.
Fucking
But
boring.
the result is amazing.
Yeah, that's what I was like the
But
whole
you
time.
have to go through all the boring crap.
Every day I had to log how much electricity I was using and how many miles I had driven.
If you forget, is there a way you can go back and look at the data?
I mean, I saved it all.
Yeah.
But like, if I didn't write it down in the day, no.
Okay.
Oh, I could.
You couldn't go
I
in
could
your
go back
car
and reference the electricity usage. I could not go back and reference how many miles I drove.
Where are you getting the usage data from? The car?
From my electric company.
But how do you know it's the car charging?
Okay, so this was the thing.
Okay.
This is the end result. There's a lot of ugliness in the background that goes into making these numbers. So what I did was I was charging my car at 3 in the morning when my house was using the least amount of electricity. So I could average what my phantom drain of the house was and figure that out.
You could do like a bunch of blank 3 a.m.s.
Right.
And then the car at 3 a.m.
Right. And then you kind of figure out like what your car is actually using. There's some variants because in summer my AC will kick on a little more. And in winter,
conservatory.
my heater is gas powered, not electric
wanted
powered.
to visit
So
this place
you
with
kind of have
Wyman.
to. There is some averaging in order to try to figure it out. I also had to exclude some miles, like because I used the supercharger a couple times on road trips. So that's why like the total cost isn't actually like you can't divide the numbers that I show you there and get the total. It's actually a little off. But, so charging at home for an entire year driving about 11,000 miles is about $416.
Is that
Seems
good?
amazing.
It's about 4 cents a mile, yeah. So the equivalent with the average gas price for 2019 in Austin, it would be like driving a car that was getting 68 miles to the gallon.
Okay. So a Geo Metro.
Yes.
How did you do the math on how much gas you would have had to pay for?
How much gas I would have had to pay for? I didn't. I have the data. I could figure that out if I wanted to, but I'm not going to do it right now on the podcast.
That'd be a cool comparison there, yeah.
It would be at, I mean, it would be
That's
at,
what I would want to see. How much you saved on gas.
I mean, if you, so it's like I said, it's the equivalent of driving a 68 mile a gallon car. If you have a 34 mile a gallon car, it's double that. So it would be 934
I think you would drive less if your car
The
like weighed your
conservatory.
tank and then took the
I
current
wanted
gas
to visit
price
this
and it
place
just showed
with
a dollar
Wyman.
amount going down every time you drove.
Still got to drive.
Still gotta get places.
Yeah.
Sure. I just feel like whenever I'm in a cab and I just see the meter going, I was just like,
You're like,
Yeah, but
just drop me here.
That's a lot more, though.
I know.
Yeah.
It's just scary just to see a number going up, and that's how much you have to pay.
And the downside is I can't stop measuring it. Like, I don't need to do it anymore, but I'm still updating my spreadsheet.
Well, you've done it too much, so now you.
Yeah, it's routine.
Yeah.
And I can't stop.
How many spreadsheets do you keep?
I have to keep telling myself I don't need to do this, but I'm still doing it. I need help. You need to stop me.
You belong in the prison cell.
I don't know.
I agree with that. You seem like someone who would keep a lot of spreadsheets.
He does.
I like to save information.
Yeah.
I like to know things.
So, yes,
I
let's
don't
go.
love
Take me
really
back to
bad.
the dreadful
So
whale.
I'm gonna stop. That's it. I'm not measuring.
We're actually gathered you
energy
here
consumption
today
today.
to tell
Well,
you.
it's not
more
going to change,
spreadsheets.
right? It should.
Right, that was my goal
continue-
initially. Was a year of data, that way I know,
Yeah.
and that's it.
Yeah.
I'm done.
And now that you
I'm
know,
not updating it anymore.
you know that the data is essentially worthless and there's no point in it.
It is worthless. there is no point to doing
I'm
it.
gonna check on you every day this week to make sure you're not updating your spreadsheet.
It'll be hardest tonight because this will be the first night where I'm not writing it. Because after that, then there's no way to get it back.
Don't do it. Be strong. Be strong.
It'll be the hardest.
I need to
tonight.
know why Delilah.
I can see Gus sitting in front of the TV and the sofa just like shaking. Looking over his laptop. He knows the number in his head because he checked before he got out of the car anyway.
Ready?
Does your
Get you as close as
toilet
I
seat
can.
weigh your dumps?
Nah. Do you want to weigh dumps? Do you want to see who takes the heaviest dumps?
If it was easy to weigh dumps,
They did it on the Howard Stern show with High Pitch Eric, and it was I don't think it worked the way they thought it would. I remember it being a letdown.
why is that? What was the letdown?
I don't
about that?
remember. Like
Seems-
dumps don't weigh as much as you want them to, maybe. I don't know.
Do you think if you have to pee really bad that your urine would weigh more than a dump?
Yeah, you can hold a lot of piss.
You can hold a lot of piss. Yeah.
Have you ever been like, oh, I gotta take a fucking huge dump. I'm gonna weigh myself first and then weigh myself after the dump to see if there's a difference? I have. I don't think I've ever seen the dump. I don't think I've ever seen weight go down.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever dumped a
I
pound.
think I have. I've never a pound, but you have a scale that does like a pound.
Yeah.
Who are you?
Fine measurement.
I think Trevor said that he was really badly and measured himself on our scale. He said he had 1.3.
You pee while you're on the scale.
Yeah.
Watch the number go down.
I did 0.6 pounds of pee the other day.
I've been doing recon.
Yeah. So yes, I do this sometimes. I don't write it down though.
I think dumps are
That would be
smaller.
really
Because that would be gross.
That's my other spreadsheet.
What's the matter?
She got dumps like a truck. Truck.
Yeah. No, I'll stop. No more spreadsheets. But yeah, I don't know if that was correct because 0.6 seems like a lot of pee. What are you laughing
I'm
at?
just wondering what other shit you have spreadsheets for you don't want to talk
I don't
about.
want to talk about it. Let's not.
Well, let me consult my semen output spreadsheet.
The hard part there is, do you measure by volume or by weight?
Sure.
Of jizz?
I'm kidding.
I would
Just give me the camera on me.
imagine it would change depending on how hydrated you were.
Right.
Did I ever tell you about the spreadsheet? I kept. I probably shouldn't say her name. There was another
I
girl
did
who
it.
worked here.
Now to find
Okay.
Aramis Stilton.
No, but it was someone who, her and I were single at the same time after being in a relationship for a
Oh,
while.
I know who it was.
And so both of us were on dating apps and stuff like that. And so we had a shared spreadsheet of all the guys we would go on dates with so that we would make sure we wouldn't
You never met.
cross the streams. But we also like filled out stats of like
Penis size?
no,
Go.
All right, it was just stat. It was
but
just
just
stat.
like just in terms of like would we want to see this person again? Should we avoid this person in the future? Blah blah blah. Just for us to be aware of people who we would see on dating apps. But it's probably a pretty terrible thing to do.
What, to reduce people to just like numbers?
They didn't know.
Nah,
No,
Did you give them ratings?
No.
Oh, you did.
You did.
I feel
You-
drained by
I
this
bet they
place.
had their own like algorithm where a bunch of different numbers, like the dick size and like all the other
It
stuff,
also, like-
adds to like a letter, like that person's a B.
This is also stuff that we we started this spreadsheet as a joke at first, and like there was like maybe like 4 people on it. Like we didn't keep up with it.
Own it.
It's paying
You gotta
the
like
house
own
to
this
drop
part,
food.
I know.
You can't be coy about it. You gotta be like, yeah, we measured this shit.
If it was me, like if I was using a dating app, I would be measuring like the effectiveness of different profile photos.
Yeah.
Like what photo gets the most positive interactions versus negative interactions.
But it's also like this is a good way to remember because like I'm sorry, every fucking guy has the same fucking name. They're all Chris. They're all Mike. They're all Dave.
Why
Like
don't
they're
you
all
try
the
to
same.
Gustavo? See? It's a fucking-
Yes.
Yeah.
Very rare.
Did you date a Dave?
Yeah, I went on a date with the Dave.
How was Dave?
Eh.
Really? Is he like a C?
He was just like more entertaining on text than he was in person.
Oh, really? He only got 3 penis stars?
That was probably
You got 3 balls out of 2.
maybe he was just nervous, Barbara.
Maybe, but also like you can tell if you're gonna connect with someone pretty quickly if you're
Maybe
having
you're
conversations.
intimidating.
It's different talking in person versus like a text-based medium, right? Like you don't have time to think up your reply or
Yeah.
be witty. Like you have to be.
And I totally
on
get
top of
that.
it.
But if you're on a date with someone for a couple hours and like it's literally
See for
like
yourself.
full conversation.
Yeah, no,
with
I'm not
someone.
defending him.
Yeah.
I'm saying like you learn a lot more about someone when you're actually
For sure.
face-to-face
I mean, I
talking.
could be way more clever in text than I am in person. You got time.
By the
and you can actually,
void.
like,
He made a funny joke earlier.
thank you.
You hope.
My one after 8 years. I
You
did
should
it.
just try taking the same amount of time in person that you would over text. You sat there.
Just pretend like you didn't hear it. Just wait. Like, sorry, I was busy. I just heard it right now.
Yep.
I was on the phone. Like, no, you weren't. I see you. You're right in front of me.
Do you do that sometimes when if you're focused on something and someone says something, you just store it outside of your brain for a bit? And then when you're done, you then hear it. Have you done that?
Yeah, I think I have had
Yeah.
that happen
It's weird how that
before.
works. Like you don't register any of the information, but you can kind of hear
Compartmentalize
what they
it.
said. Yeah.
You like buffer it. And then
Yeah.
you finish and you're like, oh, what?
Oh, what?
The
I
Grand
feel like
Guard
stuff
was
like that
protecting
would come up a lot
Skeleton
in the
back
call
then.
center. When you'd be like, somebody be talking to you, but you're listening to a conversation over there, and you're like, okay, now I can respond to you.
Yeah, we were recording something over here earlier, and it was kind of like that, where it's like a big group of people, like all kind of talking to each other at the same time, and I was trying to listen to like 2 or 3 different people. I'd be like, all right, get to you in a second, get to you in a second here, and then like work your way backwards through
I think
a
we kind of tease what we were
couple of conversations.
doing.
You want to? It's up to you.
I think so. Yeah, we're
Teasing
try-
the shit out of stuff tonight.
trying out some D&D content. And Gus, with all of his expertise, is probably going to be leading the charge as our
As your dungeon daddy?
dungeon
Was
daddy.
that test today?
No.
Yeah, I was like, don't call me a dungeon master, call me your dungeon daddy.
It wasn't a test today. It was building our characters.
Oh, okay. Because I thought you guys were testing on Friday.
Yeah, we're doing a but today was a character thing.
How'd that go?
It was good.
Do you want to
That's
share?
where we were talking with Chris, and that's where he had the mask upside down.
Do you want to share who was in the test? Chris, Barb, you're DMing. Or I'm sorry, you're DDing.
Yeah, that's right. Double D's.
I'm really glad you said yes to that too. People are so scared of you that there was a meeting where we were determining who should be the DM. And in the meeting, I was like, I can talk to him. I know how to speak Gus. And people were like, what do you think? And then you were walking by, so I ran out and I grabbed you. And people were like, we're trying to figure out, is he going to say yes? Is he going to say no? And I'm like, people are really scared of you.
What the fuck?
Why?
Why?
They shouldn't be.
You're an intimidating dude.
You're like Mallory's down.
I
I was
think you're
talking to
fucking
Chris
idiots.
Damaris this the other day, or like last month or 2 months ago. I was like, yeah, I feel like people who work here don't want to come and talk to me. He's like, well, I feel like you're super approachable. It's like, well, yeah, you've known me for a long time. Like,
I feel like you're one of the people who are like always down to do whatever.
Yeah.
Like you're super easygoing and stuff. I think it's because people assume that because you're one of the founders of the company that it's like, ooh, we don't want to bother him with this like little thing or make him involved in something that we're doing.
I get that too.
Yeah.
And it's like, really, it takes 2 seconds to realize that Gus and I are fucking stupid. We're just idiots.
Yeah.
It's very easy to talk to us because we're dumb.
we're dumb. We like attention.
Yeah.
So people should just walk up to you with like a maths problem and just give it to you and then talk to you while you're solving it.
Say that they need help with a spreadsheet.
But no, you were being very, very patient with us because most of the people in that room have either never played or have very limited experience with Dungeons and Dragons.
So yeah, I was getting a lot of questions. That's what it was. It was like queuing them up, like, all right, and then like trying to work.
Yeah, you're like, all right,
backwards
she
through all
asked
of
me
them.
that, but this person asked me that before that, so I'm going to answer you first and then go back to you.
I feel like you enjoy giving knowledge. Like you enjoy when you're an expert in a subject and people want to know it.
Yeah, you want to talk about spreadsheets and
No,
figure it out?
Gus, I'd like
Power
you.
consumption?
Talk to me about pivot tables.
Man, when I learned about pivot table, that was life changing. I never used a pivot table before.
Tell never.
I started using them with Yvonne.
Oh, really? I had to use them with TNI when I was doing scheduling.
I think because you did scheduling.
I fucking hated them.
What the fuck did you do scheduling?
What do you know about subnet modulation?
Why is that your go-to?
Just the noise you have.
Making up words. So there was that. So you mentioned Black Box Down.
Yeah.
It's another thing that we want to be working on that we're still kind of figuring out, but hopefully we'll be.
But we will
doing
figure
more
it
of
out.
that soon. Yeah. So we were trying to come up with a list of.
The
airplane
world
missions that we
contains
could
more
talk about
mysteries than I
on,
imagined.
when we go forward with the show, and so we were all of us together were working on like, coming up with all these different incidents that happened, and we did this. We were doing this over the past couple of weeks, and I had grouped 3 together. There were 3 in particular that I wanted to do. I thought it would make because that pilot episode we did, which is available for first members. The pilot episode covered a few different incidents that were all kind of
Now to
related
meet up
to
with
one
Sokolov
underlying
again at the
issue on
skiff
the Boeing plane. So
after
I thought,
a very
we might want to
strange
do that
day.
again. So I had compiled 3 different incidents where planes were shot down by missiles. And I was like, oh, we should do this as, you know, a self-contained episode, all like this. And then that fucking plane in Iran the other day got shot down. Like that's a 4th one. So it's like it's weird how these things can be cyclical or topical. Like,
Are you ready to leave?
How, like,
The dust is
the
wreaking
same thing
havoc
can
on.
happen again. Because even the Boeing one we did as a test.
Yes, I
was
found
like,
a way
oh,
to get around Powell and
737,
Byrne.
underlying
And
issue.
I've been to
It
Stilton's
comes out like,
house.
oh, there's a
Let's
problem with
go.
all these planes. They all need to be fixed, which is still what's going on with the Max now.
Mm.
But anyway, in this passenger jet in Iran, it's fucking terrible.
Heartbreaking.
Did they say that was
dude.
a mistake?
Yeah.
Yeah.
At first they said they didn't shoot the plane down. Then they said that the plane had banked incorrectly. It was headed towards a military base. Then finally they said no, the plane didn't do anything wrong. They
thought it was a.
they thought it was a missile.
I don't
They shot it down.
understand that
Something,
trickle of information too, because they also announced at the beginning they're like, we absolutely didn't shoot it down. It was turning back to base for mechanical error issue or whatever. They're also in the process of giving over the black box data to the Ukraine. People are gonna know it got shot
I
down.
think they were just hoping they could cover it up, right? It's like when you're a
Yeah.
kid and you're like trying to hide something from your parents.
Yeah.
I mean, they were trying to hide the crash site. They bulldozed over it.
Devastating.
I guess it was. I guess it was the black boxes were partially damaged too,
long
so
for
maybe
someone
they're
to-
hoping that
Haven't
the
they not?
bomb part or the missile part didn't show up.
They haven't found any remains, right? Or is that just?
I don't know. They probably have.
Okay. I read some article that they hadn't found anything from anybody.
That would be very
Ready to
unusual.
visit the
yeah.
Duke?
Well, it's just like if they were
Let's
trying
get
to cover
underway.
something up when
Yeah,
it happened.
yeah,
But
but that's terrifying.
It's heartbreaking.
Yeah, no fault of anybody on that plane. No fault of the airline, of the manufacturer.
Just fucking wrong place at the wrong time on the wrong fucking day.
Bad,
you know?
bad situation because of world political tensions.
Wasn't there a bunch of Canadians on that
There
flight?
were
Yeah.
like half of the flight was Canadian.
Wasn't it like 60 something? Or
Yeah.
I think so.
which
That's
I was
mental.
surprised. I was like, I wasn't aware that that many Canadians would be in
At
that
the
place.
palace.
It makes me wonder if like maybe they were just trying to get out of it. You know?
I think that's what it was. They were a lot. They were just
just
trying
like-
to get back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like it wasn't just a normal like that many Canadians flying in and out of the
What?
Ukraine on a Wednesday.
Well, it was Iran.
Iran.
I think it's
they were flying into Ukraine.
I think that's a popular leg. I think there's a big Iranian immigrant population in Edmonton, Canada. Which I think where they're all heading back to. So I think that's like a popular route is like from Iran to the Ukraine, then back to Canada.
Yeah.
That's the way that they normally fly.
That makes sense.
Super sucky.
Yeah. There was a so then
It's
they
just
had-
fucking pointless. Like
And-
those people are dead for no reason.
Yeah, I mean, same thing happened. What was it? The Malaysia Airlines a few years ago. Malaysia 17 got shot down over eastern Ukraine
Yeah,
by Russians.
Russian separatists.
Right? It's like fuck. It's like just being on a plane and you get shot down by a missile. Then
It's
I think,
not the way I want to go.
what were the other two? The other two I had on there were there was a Korean Airlines flight that got shot down by a Soviet fighter plane in the 80s. And the other one, oh, the other one's an Iranian air
The palace.
flight that got
Maybe I
shot down
can
by
find
US
another way to neutralize the Duke.
in
You-
the 70s or 80s.
Do you remember that Russian fighter pilot movie from the 80s? Firefox? Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Foxfire? Firefox.
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 Yeah, it was like
Clint
Clint
Eastwood,
Eastwood, yeah.
Yeah, Clint Eastwood movie. Yeah.
I remember that.
I don't know why I just popped in my head.
Was Foxfire a different movie?
Foxfire is a different movie. I think.
You're a disgrace to your country, Duke of Bell.
I think I've seen that.
That's the one with Angelina Jolie.
Yeah.
Yeah. The lesbian scene, right? Is that what you heard?
Foxfire,
Pretty sure I watched
1996
it with you.
film.
Yeah.
You
Let's
guys
see
into
what Duke
Angelina
of
Jolie?
Bell keeps hidden away
What did
in.
you say?
Are you into her?
Oh, I thought you asked if I entered her.
This is it.
Would you?
God damn. Am I
Maybe
into
Delilah's
Angelina
spirit
Jolie?
is
Yeah.
holding it together.
I think she's everybody's thing.
Yeah.
Some people are just transcendent, right? Like, they're just like, they were talking about this,
There. Now to wait.
I think they were talking about this on this gossip podcast I listened to, where it's like Margot Robbie's the same kind of thing, where she's just like almost too pretty, almost too attractive.
Her in what was it? Wolf of Wall Street?
Yeah.
Is that the movie she
Where
was
she's in
in?
the bathtub. Oh no, that's yeah.
No, where she's in that pink dress and she has like her leg up and she's pushing Leonardo DiCaprio. I
Yeah.
questioned everything about myself in that moment.
Yeah,
In a good
yeah,
way.
she's
So,
Yeah, I think
Is
some
that it?
people would just be too
The fall of
attractive
Karnaka.
for
Duke of Bell is dead.
sexuality.
Long
Yeah.
live
Generally,
whatever
where it's
comes
like,
next.
It's irrelevant.
back to the dreadful whale
yeah.
then, and on
You would
toward
just see
Dunwall.
them and nut.
Yes, at long last. To take back the throne and find a way to save my
But the
Charlize
father.
Theron's like that to me.
Ready then?
It's just like
Let's set
too
out.
pretty
All right,
to be
as you
real.
want.
Yeah.
You know, and she just gets more attractive the older she gets. Like she's prettier today than the day she was in her first movie, which was probably like 2 Days in the Valley or one of those. And she's just like she's prettier now in her 40s than she was in her 20s. It's crazy. Genetics
Forget better
and hard work, I assume.
You guys
a powerful
saw
combination.
Hustlers when it was out?
Yeah,
I did see Hustlers. I saw it recently.
hell yeah.
Fucking J-Lo in that
Hell
movie is
yes.
insane. She's what, 50?
She's in her 50s.
Yeah.
What is she drinking?
Water. I mean,
Like baby blood, right? I don't know. Stem cells? She's drinking stem cells?
I'm sure she looked great to begin with, but I'm sure she probably worked her ass off even more.
Oh, for sure.
She was going to do that.
Fuck. If old Samuel could see me now.
That was a good movie.
You know what that means, Gus? There's hope for us yet. We're not 50.
I'm going to turn it around.
Yeah.
The first 40 years of my life weren't great.
What are you,
50.
44?
44.
And you're 42?
I'll be 42 next month.
Okay. Going up.
Mm-hmm.
You don't look a day over 35.
Ah, thank you very much.
You've aged down.
Well, I de-bloated and I tried to unfuck myself.
No,
But
you
also,
did-
like,
you
your
did
face
fuck.
looks younger.
What's that?
You defucked. You had it right.
Thanks. man.
Are you doing any, like, skincare stuff?
I mean,
Moisturizer?
My girlfriend owns a salon, right? So I get product that I'm told to use from time to time, but I certainly wouldn't say it's regimented or with any kind of regularity.
Is it when you start falling apart, she just like gives you something like this?
I think so, yeah. It's like sort of like, don't go outside yet, put that on. You know?
You're looking a little fucked up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm having a thing now where I realize that in winter, now I get dry skin, which was never a thing I had before.
You lotioning up every night?
Not every night, but yeah, every now and then. It's like gotta put some lotion on. Fucking
Have
hate
you
it.
noticed any other changes like that, where you're just
My
body's
balls are hanging
different now?
lower.
Yeah.
That's a joke. They're not.
I mean, my balls
I got-
definitely are.
Gray hair on my balls.
Gray hair is rough.
That's true. That's like I'm not really going gray anywhere other than my balls.
You
Maybe a
pull
little
a,
side of my head.
I have gray hair on my balls as well, and I have pulled it on occasion, and
why?
just I'd be like, ugh, fuck, gross, get it out of there. And then gray hair is bigger and hard, like thicker than normal hair, and it's like ripping your dick off.
Yeah, I bet.
So
that
I don't do
hurts.
that anymore.
No.
I'm gracefully gray down there.
Yeah, I found
Yeah.
gray chest hair, and they're like little tubes. They're like
Yeah.
hollow and thicker.
Yeah.
It's cool.
They're more coarse.
Yeah.
Gray hair.
You found a gray?
Not yet. Although it's harder for me to tell because I'm blonde, so
True.
there could be some grays in there that I just don't know about.
Do you color your hair at all?
Yeah, I get some highlights. I
Yeah.
get blonde highlights. My natural hair color is like pretty dark blonde.
Mm-hmm.
You can see it like under there. But yeah, I've been doing that for 10 years at
Really?
this point. Yeah. So my entire adult
the
life,
light's
basically.
in the throne room. I can use the elevator to reach her.
My entire life.
You know who Michael Stewart is?
Yeah.
The F1 driver.
Yeah.
It's a skiing accident.
That was like 5 years ago now.
I think it's 2013. I was just reading about it because I'd forgotten that happened. And he's like all messed up and in a wheelchair and can't communicate well. And it's because he like fell while skiing and he hit his head on a rock. And it was interesting because that rock was just sat there his entire life on
Yeah.
that cliff, waiting for him to just smack his head on it. If you could go back in time and just move the rock for him, but it would take like a week off your life, would you do it?
I mean,
I was asking Dan this on the way here.
I
I was
don't-
like, what if it cost you a year? And he was like, hell no. And I was like, what if it cost you a week? And he was like,
take me back.
like I don't know the guy,
And
but if
I
it's bad that it happened to him, if it took me a
ask.
week to move it, I'd probably move.
Here's the thing. Here's why that's a slippery slope. Because if it can happen once, then and people know you did it, then you're gonna start getting more rock.
I would assume nobody knows that you
Yeah,
did
and then
it.
it'd be like, but you know this person. Oh, so it's complete anonymity.
That's what I
I
think.
think you can choose for it to be anonymous.
What if he's like a terrible person?
Oh, he might do that.
Yeah, I don't know.
I just thought it was sad that he had such a successful career and
So
then he just like
this is
smashed
the
his head.
world she dreams about.
Yeah.
It's like so sudden.
He survived all those potential car wrecks and
Okay, what if it
Sonny
didn't?
Bono.
What if it didn't cost you a day of your life physically, but you had to like pay and go?
Where was it? Was it like in Switzerland or something?
I think it was
You call-
yeah, French Alps or something.
Ooh, that sounds nice.
Somewhere.
Yeah, I've never
somewhere
been to the French Alps. I mean,
Can I go?
could I make a? Maybe I could make a vacation out of
We
it.
can make content.
Yeah.
I asked this to Dad as well, and he was like, "Well, yeah, because I could go skiing at the same
Yeah, that's what I
time."
was thinking.
He was just like, "Oh, I'll just take care of this before I leave."